People say we inevitably become our parents, but what weight does that carry when one of your parents is a serial killer? Join Melissa Jesperson Moore on Happy Face as she travels back into her past, searching for insight into her father's crimes. Listen and follow on the iHeartRadio app or subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts.
This is the Troubleshooter Show.
Help, I need somebody.
Now, Tom Martino, the Troubleshooter.
Help me if you can, I'm feeling down. And I do appreciate.
Hello, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. What are you doing? Many people are off. Many people are working. Some people are out of town. Whatever it is, if you're listening live or on our podcast, live on YouTube, live on Facebook, live on the iHeartRadio app, on KHOW Radio, our flagship in Denver, and affiliates. And, of course, if you podcast us, welcome. You can call 303-MARTINO anytime, any day. And we go on that every day. And if you leave a number, we call you back. Today we have Zero Res in the house. We feature people from the referral list every day, mostly every day. And just to say hi and to talk about stuff. Zero Res does carpet cleaning. I recently had him do my house.
How did it turn out?
It was great. All day, man. God, I just wanted to get it was because I was acquiring it, And
Sure.
When people live in a place, I just want to make sure it's done. Here's what I do when I move all the time: duct work. Yep. I don't care who or where. I don't want their gick. I don't want to breathe other people. And even if they had it, I want it done. Duct work. The next one are carpets through and through and through. And I don't want soap and all that crap. So I had you guys come out. Zero Res. And then I stretch the carpets. And people say, well, that's stupid. It's the only time you're going to get. Because it's the only time that house is going to be empty and convenient. So why not? If the carpets need stretching, you'll never get it done cheaper ever. That's right.
It's true. You don't have to move the furniture and deal with it all.
And most carpeting needs stretching. People don't know it.
After it's worn out.
So
walked on, yeah. And I think we took care of that for you too.
Yeah, see, I didn't know you did that. Do people know you do that?
It's on our website. We do repairs. We can patch. We can do seams.
Okay,
we can stretch
cool.
the carpet.
Anyway, Zero Res.
Take care of it for you.
ZeroResDenver.com. Let's go to the phones, and then we have some other guests. So what is going on, Noel? What's happening? Noel.
Yes, I'm here.
What's going on?
I had some folks come out to my home yesterday to give me a bid on two windows that I need replaced. One is quite large.
Is it a
also,
fixed window, or does it open?
The one in the basement opens. The one upstairs on the main floor does not.
The main floor is what size?
It's like 6 feet by 5 feet.
Okay. Now, what about the one that opens?
It's a sliding.
A slider, and what size is it?
Oh,
normal? Close to what we all call normal?
Yeah.
Okay, it's not a squatty window because it's in the basement?
No.
All right, so what are you calling about?
Well, they gave me a one number of, well, it was...
Who's they?
Oh, the company.
What's the name?
Out of Fort Collins.
How'd you find them?
A friend recommended them.
Did this friend have work done?
Yes. And she said she was pleased with it.
Okay. Did you check anybody else?
No.
Okay.
And they gave me a quote of $1,978. And I said, well, do you
wait, 1,001?
978.
Yeah, that's right about. Yeah. It might even be a little low according to some. You see, the smaller jobs are going to have higher per window pricing. That sounds high, but I mean, it's just one job. They have to come in and remove, and This is installation and everything, I hope.
Well, here's the thing. They only gave me a one number. He rounded it. I asked for a senior discount since I'm 73. So he said, okay, we'll just do it for $1,800. And that includes tax, he said. However, the sill repair, I will have to paint and stain it. And they did not break it down by materials, labor, or tax.
Well, they don't have to. I mean, they don't have to unless you insist on it. And if they don't want to, then don't use them. I mean,
Well, would that be wise, though, to have it broken down?
You know what? It depends. I don't know. I like things broken down now and then. But then again, I don't really care that much unless I'm comparing prices. If I'm comparing prices with specific things like the carpeting, I want to know what carpet somebody's doing. Shane, how do you feel as a businessman?
From a business owner, we love to have it broken down for our customer So it's very
And when
clear,
you go to
it's
buy
very apparent.
something or when you contract, do you like it broken down?
Sometimes it depends.
I don't really care. For example, my roof, I don't care. If Jay Bretz gives me a bid, it's a bid. I don't care. I don't care how much is flashing. I don't care how much is underlayment. Now, if I'm having windows done and I want to know what those windows are costing me, yeah, I guess I would. This is how much I'm charging you for the window. This is how much I'm charging you for the installation. I want to make this clear. No one has to break down anything at all.
Okay.
That's, I mean,
not
but then
legal,
again,
for sure.
yeah, then you have a choice. And your choice is don't use them. But if I were you, I would get some other bids and I would use referralist.com. That's what I would do. And I would get some quotes from there and just see. You know, when you get 3 quotes, you're going to have, and people can give you quotes without coming out there with something like that if you send them a photo or something. I'm just saying that you don't necessarily have to get more than 3 quotes. You get a high and a low. You see what the middle is. Then you do an average. Median is there's as many above it or as below, but the average is what you're looking for. So anyway, Christine, what's going on, Christine?
Hello.
Hey, what's happening?
Well, unfortunately, we were in the hail-damaged storm of 2017, and
Okay.
I live in a townhome complex, and there were about 45 units damaged and extensive roof damage.
How many units total are in there?
There's about 70.
Okay, and
There's
half
11,
were
11. Yeah, over half were damaged,
okay.
and extensive roof repairs had to be done as well.
Well, what about
So
it?
they accepted liability for the interior damage that was caused from the roof.
The HOA did?
Yes. So we're sitting at 2 years, past 2 years now, and of the 45 units, only 14 have been completely abated and repaired. Because
How
there was
many
asbestos.
has the exterior work been done?
The exterior work was completed last year, and it has been paid for.
They probably don't have the money. I don't know. I mean, what? It's your HOA, so what are they saying?
They're saying that the insurance company hasn't funded and hasn't approved it. Then
why
looked
did
at
they do the
document.
units? Why did they do the units they had?
Well, they were trying to do the abatement, and then they were getting a little bit of money at a time from the insurance company, and they would do the abatement as they got the money. But then the problem was there were some units that didn't have money to do the repairs after the abatement. So during the winter time, these poor people sat there with walls down to the stud. No insurance, no insulation, no walls.
Once they started the work, they have to finish. But I want to tell you something in general, because I think you're going off on the wrong premise. If the HOA today decides not to fix the rest, you can't make them. They're not responsible for that. And here's the deal. I know that they took responsibility, but they can say, you know what, on second thought, we can't do it because insurance isn't covering it. You as a homeowner have to have the insurance to cover that. My insurance would cover that if I'm in a condo. So I don't understand the issue. Because, yeah, if they took responsibility, it's really tough crap that they now rescinded it.
But they haven't said that they're not going to do it.
Well, you have to ask them one way or the other. I mean, if they're not getting money from insurance, then they're not going to do it.
Okay, the HOA property manager recommended to the board twice that they file a bad faith claim with the insurance company.
That sounds good, but I have a better suggestion. I really do. Christine, it'll be the most important call you make, but you have to do it. Do you talk to the HOA?
I do.
You need to tell them that in every single case, you tell them I said this. He can talk to me personally or email me. In every single case where I have sent a public adjuster to a complex like yours, to a multifamily complex, and they have helped fight the insurance company. This is for a fraction of what an attorney would cost. We're talking about in every single case with large commercial claims, they have tripled the amount that the HOA got. Tripled the amount, which means there is probably hundreds of thousands of dollars sitting on the table. And
I would agree
a
with
public
that.
adjuster goes after insurance companies for a living. And it's not a bad faith. You don't need bad faith unless they fail, and they seldom fail. So here's what he would do. He would leave alone any money your HOA collected, and any extra money they collect, he'd take 10%, and that's a fraction of any attorney. And I'm telling you this, that in every single case, not maybe one or two, they have tripled the amount that the insurance company originally paid. So you put that in your pipe. If you want to solve it, you go talk to your HOA and say, here's from Martino. Do you guys want to triple your claim? That's what you ask. And I would never, ever, 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 ever adjust a claim without a public adjuster ever. And I'd use the ones on my referral list at referralist.com. And that, if you listen to me, if only half of you listen to me, we would save $100 million. We would get $100 million. And for those of you who say, oh, by the way, our rates will only go up. Well, do you care? First of all, do your rates ever go down? Are you telling me that if you don't do this, the rates are going to go down or stay the same? They will never. Insurance companies have more reserves than all but 2 countries in the world, their entire budget. Now, these insurance reserves are designed to make the insurance companies richer and to screw policy holders. The insurance industry is one of the few industries founded on evil. Let's collect money and try not to protect them, but give them the illusion they're being protected. Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Welcome to the only show of its kind anywhere in the universe, really, where we're going to solve your problems directly. All you have to do is call and ask, hey, can you help me? So let's talk to Russell. Russell, go ahead. What's going on, Russell?
Oh, nothing. I wanted to back you up on what you just talked about on an independent. We had a flood while we were on our honeymoon and pretty well destroyed our lower floor, and Allstate was ours. It took them a couple months to get started. My wife had a seizure, and I basically threatened to sue them. And then they brought in an independent, or they brought in their person. They wanted to give us about $11,000 to fix our home.
Yeah.
Well, my neighbor happened to be an independent, and he came over and did it, and he got involved. And then, in a nutshell, the claim wound up being $46,000.
Wow,
So,
that is unbelievable. Now,
got,
listen, I know you say independent. Actually, independent, just for people listening, I don't want them to find an independent adjuster. Independent adjusters in the industry are adjusters who work for insurance companies, but they're not employed by them. They're contracted. They're called independent adjusters. The ones who go out and represent the people are public adjusters. The only reason I want to make the clarification, Russell, I thank you for the experience, is because I don't want people asking for an independent adjuster. They'll get one. But the independent, the IAs, are working for insurance companies. They just happen to be subcontracted. Whereas the public adjusters only work for consumers. Annie, welcome to the show. What's going on, Annie?
Hi. I just wanted to sing the praises of Fix It 24/7. A plumber, Roy Scholl, and Keith, their master plumber, came out and looked at my project last week. And then yesterday, Roy Scholl, the plumber, came and did the work fantastic.
Oh, good.
I have been so pleased with everything they did. They couldn't bend over backwards enough to,
aren't they good people?
Make sure that,
yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
I'm glad.
I will always use them, and I just wanted to let
Well,
you
thank
know.
you. That means a lot to me. Thank you for trusting me, for sure. Everyone wants to know that, they can make a difference. Now, referralist.com. Thank you. Now, Brandy. Brandy, what's going on with you, Brandy? Welcome.
Oh, hi, Tom. How are you?
Good. What's happening?
Oh, I am fired up.
Why? Why?
Keystone Fence and Deck, they're a fraud. thief, and they tricked us.
Wait, Keystone Fence and Deck. Where did you find them?
Well, my neighbor did some research, and she said she met with 6 different contractors, and he and his team were